Okay, good morning everyone. Shalom Aleichem. Agatavach. Okay, we're continuing in Mishna Berura Daf HaShavua. We're learning Siman Nun Gimel. Siman Nun Gimel. Sif Tesvav. Shliach Tzibbur Kavua Yard Lifnei Ateva Me'atzmai V'lo Yamtin Sheyamru Loi. The set Shliach Tzibbur goes down before the Amad on his own, and he doesn't wait that they should tell him. Says the Mishna Berura. V'lo Yamtin Sharik Faminu Lazeh. They already appointed him, so he doesn't have to get official request. Therefore, the Beis Yosef says he shouldn't wait. Not only does he not need to, he shouldn't wait, because if he waits, it's like he's not relying on the Tzibbur. Okay, Sif Tez Zayin. Someone who's not a set shliach tzibur, he needs to demur and turn down a little bit before he goes to the amad. Not too much. The first time he says nah. When they tell him the second time, he should prepare himself as if he wants to go. If the person who asks him is a great person, he doesn't refuse at all. It says in Mishna Berura l'sarev. Interestingly, the Eishel Avram Buchach says this din of deferring in the beginning, this doesn't apply if they ask you to Daven Psukei Demur or Slichos, because it's only if they ask you to be a Shatz for Shemona Esrei or the Megillah. However, not for Psukei Demur or Slichos. What if in a place there's no official Gabbai? So Avram says, then you could go up on your own, as long as you know that Tzibbur is not makbid. Also, let's say there's nobody more fitting. The Avram says that you should not defer because it looks like it's gaiva. Okay. The Mishna Berura continues. Shliach Tzibbur shloi ratzli yisod Shliach Tzibbur. Shliach Tzibbur who doesn't want to be a Shliach Tzibbur anymore. V'kiblu acher b'mekaymai. And they accepted someone else in his place. Ein tzarich rishus. He doesn't need permission. Kivan shebiyadai oid liya Shliach Tzibbur. So in other words, the first Shliach Tzibbur, he doesn't want to serve anymore. And they receive someone else, he doesn't need Rishus. It sounds like the first guy doesn't need Rishus. The guy who didn't want to be Shliach Tzibbur anymore. Because he could still be Shliach Tzibbur. But from the new Shliach Tzibbur, tzarich lito Rishus, he asked permission. Kein kasa b'tshuvas yad Eliyahu. Even such a Shliach Tzibbur needs Rishus in the beginning. Klal, why don't you refuse someone who is a great person? The in mesarvin legadol. There's a rule, you don't turn down a great person. When it comes to some kind of matter of arrogance or rulership, in other words, when it comes to power, even if the person who tells you is an Adam Gadol, you should sort of turn it down at first. Okay, Sif Yud Zayin. Imta Shliach Tzibbur. The Shliach Tzibbur made a mistake. You have to appoint someone in his place. The one who they appoint should not turn it down. Basically, if they had to remove a Shliach Tzibbur and appoint someone instead, so the one that they appointed instead should not refuse. Sif Yud Ches. We just had this in Mishnah Yomis Masechta Megillah Daf Chav Daled. Someone who says, I'm not going to go down before the Amud in colored garments, or because I'm wearing sandals, then not only he can't serve at all. Lo yered ba'oisat tefillah kal. He cannot serve in that tefillah at all. It's a derech of apikarsim lahakbid b'kach. It's a derech of apikarsim to be makbid on this. We're afraid maybe he became an apikaris, or at least some apikarsis got thrown into him. Even if he gives an excuse for his words, it doesn't help. It says in Mishna Berura, lo yered. Even if he regrets what he said, he says, never mind. I'll serve in colored garments. We don't let him. Why only that tefillah? Why don't we permanently take him down? Because since we didn't hear explicit apikarsos, it's enough to be suspect for that tefillah alone. Amasla, even if he gives an excuse. It says, let's say he says, he said this to honor Hashem. He really feels he should wear white clothing. Nevertheless, since the Tzibbur asked him to daven in colored, he should not have refused it. Kivan de midina mutter, since midin it's permitted. That an excuse doesn't help is if he gave it after. But if right away, when he was asked to serve in colored garments, he said the reason, it's not honor to Hashem, only by wearing white garments, then he should go down, ayin sham. Okay, let's start Sifya Tes. Yesh moinim ger mliya shliach tzibur. Some say, or some prevent the ger from davening for the amud, v'nidchu devrayim, but their words are pushed off. Says the Mishna Berura, miliya shliach tzibur, lefi shlo yuchal lomer elokei aviseinu. Because he can't say elokei aviseinu, avakashu mispalo beinoi lebein atzmai, yomer elokei avois Yisrael. Because there is such an opinion that he's not able to say this. Rabbeinu Yoina, the Ran, the Ramban, the Rajva, Rabbeinu Yoina, these great Rishonim hold this way. V'nidchu devrayim. Dehu yachal omer gam kein elokei aviseinu. He's allowed to say, and the God of our forefathers. The Avram nikra Av Hamon Goyim. Avram is called the father of the multitude of nations. He taught the whole world belief in God. Shliach tzibur mamzer. What about a shil tzibur mamzer? Taloi b'machloikes mamzer kosher lichtov tefillin. It's going to depend on whether a mamzer can write tefillin. Kein kasav b'shur knesek do'el lefizeh. L'magen Avram b'sim lam tesh kasav shem adag moshe the mutar lichtov tefillin mutar liyos shatz. What about to be a shatz during Yom Naraim? Should not be. Everyone agrees it's a genai. Amnam b'sefer Perkei Yosef b'Yardei Reish P'Av Masik Shel Tzibur Lo Yeh U'Tfilin Shekasav Ksherim. The Chida says no, it's not dependent on whether he could write tefillin. He could be a Shel Tzibur, but he should not write tefillin. Let's go a little bit further. Afilu Yachid Yachal La'akev V'Loymar Ini Roitze Sheplani Yechazan. Even an individual could say, Pliny, Ruvain, I don't want him to be a chazan. It says in Mishna Berura, Yachal la'akev be'es ha'hesmanos. Let's say like this. They're appointing a new shliach tzibur. And there's a vote. And one guy says, look, I don't want it. Even though you have a 99 out of the 100 people say they want this guy, one guy could prevent him. V'atam shariat tefillah b'makam ha'tmidim tiknam. Tefillah is b'makam the tamid. V'chol Yisrael yesh lam chelek b'tmidim. Every Jew has a chelek in the Talmud. Umi yuchal lahakriv karbana shloimi datai. Who could be makriv a carbon without his das? unless he agrees. The din is, once everyone agreed, then one person and even half the Tzibbur cannot turn around and say, no, we don't want him. Even if they want to pay him off completely. He didn't do anything wrong. The majority of the Tzibbur could remove him if they pay him in full. Nowadays, there's reshus to remove him, even the 7 leaders of the city, or the designated board members, each and every place in accordance with what the rule of that place is. Okay, we'll hold it over here. Bez Hashem, we'll pick it up tomorrow in Sivkata Nun Beis. I wish everyone a wonderful day. Bracha v'hatzlacha. You want to ask something? Sorry, I think maybe my volume is... Yeah.
2 small questions. This last thing we just did, if a single person wants to go against and say, I don't want this, so he should be included in the carbon tumble. Why is it a problem for everybody? He's separating himself from the Tzibbur.
Well, I have a chilek. The guy can say, look, I have a chilek in the tefillah. So you can't appoint someone against my will. Because it's everybody. It belongs to me. The tefillah belongs to me. So if it belongs to me, it has to do with my consent. The person davening is bringing a carbon for me. I don't want him to.
Yeah. If I didn't appoint him, then it's going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the thing that Mechaber brought Mishnah about the Tzibbur and
Yeah.
Sandal, is that dafka, those things? What if a person says, I'm not dressed properly, I don't want to go out, I'm not wearing a jacket, or something like that? That's
okay. It's specifically these things that were things that Apikarsim would possibly be makbid on, to wear, not to wear colored or to wear sandals. But if it's like a guy says, look, I don't want to daven, I'm wearing shorts, there's halachic basis not to daven that way. Yeah, these things are specific examples of things that Apikaris might be makbid on. Okay, have a good day everyone. Shkayach.